A veritable plague of rats is currently said to be plaguing the United Kingdom. This is not the first time there have been problems with rats there. And so this means that there is currently a real rat plague in Great Britain, and cold weather and floods are said to have driven the animals into houses, as the British newspaper Daily Mail writes. The late collection of garbage after the Christmas holiday is also said to have contributed to what they really call a plague now. The British Pest Control Association said requests for rat control have increased by 115% in the past 90 days. And according to the Daily Mail, there are around 250 million rats living in the United Kingdom. Winter often sees an increase in rat infestations as rats and mice seek warm, dry shelter with access to a food source, as BPCA Technical Director Natalie Bungay told the Daily Mail. Rats are dangerous because they reproduce quickly and can transmit diseases, including to humans. And this also includes serious diseases such as cholera. And rats are considered very clean animals, usually, but they still do. And this is not the first rat invasion in England. A massive plague was reported across the country as early as September last year. At that time, a strike by garbage collectors was identified as the cause of the plague. And pest controller Paul Blackhurst told the Daily Mail at the time that they were super rats that hardly react to rat poison anymore. Rats are dangerous to humans because they can carry a number of diseases. And that's why I put a list together with the most common ones. Leptospirosis is a bacterial infection caused by bacteria of the genus Leptospira. These bacteria are excreted in the urine of rats and other rodents, and people can become infected through contact with urine. That means by bathing or swimming in contaminated water, or by contact with contaminated soil, or by the bite of an infected rat. Symptoms of leptospirosis usually appear within 2 to 14 days of infection. They can include fever, headache, muscle pain, fatigue, nausea, and vomiting. In severe cases, leptospirosis can lead to severe pneumonia, kidney failure, or even death. And Salmonella is a bacteria that can cause food poisoning, and rats can transmit Salmonella by eating contaminated food and then urinating or defecating on other food, and people can become infected with Salmonella by eating contaminated food. Symptoms of Salmonella poisoning usually appear within 6 to 72 hours of consuming contaminated food. They can include diarrhea, vomiting, stomach pain, fever, and headache. In severe cases, Salmonella poisoning can lead to dehydration, kidney failure, or even death. And trichinosis is a parasitic infection caused by small worms called Trichinella spiralis. Rats can ingest these worms when they eat infected carnivores. People can contract trichinosis by eating infected meat, and symptoms of trichinosis usually appear within 1 to 2 weeks of eating infected meat. They can include fever, headache, muscle pain, fatigue, diarrhea, and vomiting, and in severe cases, trichinosis can cause heart problems, difficulty of breathing, or even death. And rat bite fever is a bacterial infection caused by bacteria of the genus Streptobacillus moniliformis. These bacteria are transmitted by rats through their bites, and humans can contract rat bite fever from the bite of an infected rat. Symptoms of rat bite fever usually appear within 1 to 14 days of the bite. They can include fever, headache, muscle pain, and fatigue. In severe cases, rat bite fever can lead to severe pneumonia, kidney failure, or even death. And the hantavirus is a virus that can cause severe pneumonia. Rats can transmit the virus by excreting infected feces or urine, and people can become infected with hantavirus by inhaling dust contaminated with the virus. Symptoms of hantavirus usually appear within 1 to 4 weeks of exposure. They can include fever, headache, muscle pain, fatigue, and difficulty breathing. In severe cases, hantavirus can cause respiratory failure and even death. And rats can also carry parasites that can transmit diseases to humans. The most common parasites transmitted by rats include ticks and fleas. Ticks can transmit diseases such as Lyme disease and TBE, and fleas can transmit diseases such as plague and typhus. And rats can also cause damage to buildings and infrastructure, of course, and they can damage cables and wires, which can lead to fires or power outages. And they can also contaminate food and other materials. Rats are also dangerous to humans because they can cause damage to other infrastructures than just this. When they put their, what you call this, their tunnels under buildings and stuff like that. Not as much as bigger animals, but still a problem. And there is a reason why I picked that picture for my thumbnail anyway. And if you want to know more about Brexit or UK politics, the next video is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.